Hello everyone and welcome to another stream. Let's start with a wrap up as usual. By the way, some news. My microphone is held out to the arm it's held on. I have a microphone arm and it's held by literal duct tape because some plastic bit broke, so it has no proper thing. So if it's a bit wonky, well, you know why now. Alright, so what did we do last time? These things are these bricks now have descriptions and they're part of the terrain. Because they're part of the terrain, you can build on them. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Got some trees. This is in the update. Everyone has its alpha 1014 team. It took a bit longer than usual required because there's like a heat wave going on in the UK now, and honestly after work I can barely breathe at home, so starting my PC is actually pain. So you see this workshop now sits on top of this wall. You can also dig these walls. Okay. And clean. Another wall we have is this other wall, clay. If we put it now, it's gonna be the same. So they're part of the terrain, so we have the way my engine works, we have items that sit on top of the terrain, and this is the terrain which goes through kind of a special rendering pipeline. So basically it kind of is like a voxel based terrain. So with this world I've allowed players now to create terrain, you could only destroy terrain. And I know it sounds like it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal because it wasn't quite thought through. I had to do a bit of work to make these things backwards compatible, because if you had built these brick walls, they used to be considered items, so at load time I have to not create the item, the entity, and create a terrain cell with certain properties here, and so on. Okay, this is one change. So this means now you can build things on top of things. Okay. You can't put one here, maybe it would be cool. But this is what you have now. And you get the highlights in the right places and so on. Another thing I did is in winter, things get covered by snow properly now. Not that you can see winter, but it's a bit of cool thing. All right. So this is it. And actually everything is covered by snow. So if I would dig this way. These guys keep fainting here. Okay. One other thing that will happen, these guys need to die, right? So all of the bushes, all of the trees need to go to their winter variant. But for now we have the terrain, at least. One thing I don't know if you noticed is days are much shorter in winter. Okay, and look at something cool. This guy will dig here. And this is the entrance in the cave. So you see this light propagating, right? You can kind of see it. Go back to summer. Oops. This guy didn't change. That's a bug. Okay, so you see how they died. Why? Dead. Why did you die, dude? You had perfectly good food. Dead. And also dead. Okay, let's dig a hole again. And so the thing is, when you dig, light propagates in. But if you cover the entrance with this with a door or something that doesn't, a closed door that doesn't let light propagate anymore, well, exactly that happens. Okay, so let's put a wall here. And as you can see, everything is dark here. It's a bit of light because this game is light, but it's pretty cool. So if you dig it out, this kind of details that I had to spend quite a bit of time on. Now light propagates. Nice. So this is where we're at. Okay, what else happened here? Yeah, rain sound doesn't suddenly stop. Probably remember a bug where it started raining and sometimes the sound would stop. Oh, whoops. That's actually not in production, in the alpha on Steam yet. Season texture, brick walls, destroying them brings back the base materials. Sound quality, some version parsing, so I know if my current version is bigger than the previous one, and some workshop UI task. I think this happened last time as well. So now we have rain. So I want the rain to damage these guys somehow, like to be a negative stat for the dwarf. Being wet dwarves aren't it's like a wet cat. Not happy. Now if you hear the sound, somehow I don't hear the music though, so you can even see these guys, the raindrops hitting the ground at the right places or the trees. Even the dwarfs, if you wouldn't move like a maniac. Yeah, but this is gonna last for 2 days, and previously after 24 hours the rain sound would stop because of some Fmod shenanigans. That also got fixed. Alright. This is quite a powerful rain, 0.96, 1.0 is the most dramatic one we have. Right, so where are we today? I added a new property on the terrain component, on the terrain data, which is here in cell properties. It should say it sees the sky. So these ones here that are exposed, they should see the sky. But these ones, they touch air, so they shouldn't see the sky. This is another cell occupied, so it has this property, you see it's 4. And 4 means wait. Or here. So it's 1, 2, and 4. It means this cell is under the sky. Somehow, to be honest, these ones shouldn't be under the sky. So something went wrong here, and that I need to take a look at. And once we have this cell under the sky working, we'll be able to basically check wherever the dwarves are. If they're under the sky and the weather condition is with rain, we apply the negative effects, either damage or slowness or whatever it takes. This is it. Let's now put some music on. Cool. And all right, we're doing pretty well here. Let's see why those don't work. Oh, I know why, I think. Well, you know, I don't. Let me check where I added code. Right, so we remove the tile. Update touches their property of our neighbors. Oh, this condition is a bit wonky, right? Because if it's not there, we break and this remains. Wait, if it is there, then just continue. Else... we don't have a cell there, so we break. Maybe else nothing. Right, so we see the sky, we break. Right, this is the correct code. And then if we see the sky, we set the property. Yeah, because this is like a bit flag, it's a bit field. It's used for the highlights, but obviously we don't. We need to add some more stuff. Oh, another thing that I discovered that's a bit disappointing is that I need to do a breaking change with the save files, because like a dumbass, when I looked at making the saves forward compatible, I only focused on the world and the components and all of that stuff, forgetting that our terrain is saved with bin code in another file. So it's deeply unpleasant and an oversight. So that means I can't touch this structure at all, because removing a thing here or reordering properties here breaks saves. It's very annoying. I haven't done it yet because like I know I don't have a lot of players now, but like I have 260 people testing the game. But yeah, it's deeply upsetting. I just found out. That was a nasty oversight. I need to figure out a better data structure for this that allows me to modify the save representation. So it is what it is. Like for example, this is a bug. I don't know why this is skipping that it's a build site. This should be saved correct to be accurate. This should also be saved. But I can't because I'm breaking saves. So well, I need to figure out a better format. Alright, so that's one annoying problem that I'll try to fix as soon as possible. Okay, so this is the thing. We are creating a new game. So now everyone, like these guys here, show selection, boom. If we look at the transform, here we put the terrain properties. The property, this is 4, so this sees the sky. And if I look one below, 25, 45, earth cell. Yeah, this doesn't see the sky. So let's do this. And this was cool. Berry bushes. So here, if I look at the selection, I don't know what happened. Rock or transform. Yeah, so you see, these cells don't see the sky because they get, it's like casting array basically upwards, right? So now that we have this code here, how should I put this? I think I want to yeet this from here in the cell maybe, or not the cell but in the chunks. First of all, remove where is it? World. Here. So I think, well, wait, from this position, remove item from cache. Okay, interesting. It looks like we don't always remove them. Maybe because I need to subtract one as well. Okay, interesting. And this should be positioned here. Right, because I don't need to do this thing for everyone. Why? Unclear to me. It, that's right, we don't need this, so let's throw it out. So we take the candidate position, take this guy, take this guy, and this guy. So this would be here, the position. Okay, and we set the property, and then let's think a little bit what position we want. So we want from below us. That would be 0, 0. This would be it, I think. Expected, okay. So what we're looking at here, we want to take the cell that's under us and set the see sky property. And this whole thing, we're gonna move here. So for this, how do we We set has ground above. We set the touch is there for the others. Because we've been destroyed. Would be nice to know what phase. But that's okay for now. For this position, right, so let's yank all this code. Put it here. Whoops. Position becomes on. Self. What am I doing? Alright, so we take this position, we're looking above it until the end of the map where the height finishes. If all of these are air, good. If not, we break. And then if there is some here, well, hopefully we set this. So let's do this. Self terrain. Oh, we don't have self terrain. -1. Okay. Oh, whoops. So there we go. We update it here. And we also have this other guy here that does the same. It's supposed to do the same. But I think this is it. Says below, blah blah blah. So I guess it's for cell position, it's called. Let's see if this is allowed. Well, not, because immutable bar occurs where? Oh dude, come on. I could move this in chunks, I guess. Where does this height come from? It's in terrain. So let's give it as parameter. So this looks fine. I'm gonna do this borrow checker shenanigan. Update C sky. This is fine now. So this should work. Okay, and we have one method. It's called in both of these things. It does a ray trace, and either it traces up, not a ray, but whatever. So let's start here. So first of all, let's look at this guy. Grass, form, let's see a 4, okay, here. We're gonna build something on top of it. This needs to go back to 0. Not good. Let's see. Oh, it was never called because this was destroying. So I think the if statement here has to be terrain. Change type is yeah, so if it's not to upsell, In case we destroy or create or spawn, we do this thing. Okay. Okay. Let's look at this guy. Grass cell transform. Zero. So this doesn't see the sky anymore, but this guy should see the sky. He doesn't. His properties are 3, which is these two, the highlights. And that's because ooh. In so for this, there you go. Selection, this guy, grass cell transform. We're monitoring this property. Now it sees the sky. Not anymore. And then this guy is 7. 2 highlights and 4. So all of these 3 bits are set, including the fact that it's under the sky. So it means if the dwarf sits on it, it's gonna be rained on. If I go here and dig, this guy, I need to fix, I feel like there's a tiny leak somewhere. Transform. Zero. So it's not under the sky, it has no highlights. If the dwarf sits here, it's not gonna be rained on. Okay, so we kind of have this property, this bit field thingy, that if we set this bit, it means the dwarf sitting on the cell will be rained on because it's directly under the sky with no interruption. Okay, easy peasy. And this means one thing. We can take damage now. How do we do this? Well, we can do it an effect by making the dwarf wet. We could, yeah, let's do an effect. But where would this effect be applied? So this is where we move the guys. I'm thinking maybe I create a new system for seasonal effects. For effects, for weather effects. Yeah, let's do that. So after the movement, apply weather. So let's apply these on dwarves. So here in systems, let's create a new file. Let's call it weather effects. This would go here. Weather effects. Hello, your team looks so good for the eyes. Oh yeah, this is just a capuchin. Cappuccino mocha, no italics. There you go. Here. Or cappuccino mocha. This removes the italics from comments. If you see the comment here. And self is italicized. I don't like italics, but yeah, just cappuccino mocha, no italics. It's on the themes thing. No worries. It's a classic. I think I think it just comes with this cappuccino theme 0 to 25. Right, so let's put this weather effect and pub FN. No worries. Apply weather effects. How do we do this? So let's have AI components, transform components. Terrain, do we need the terrain? Yes, we do need, but not mutable. Let's import all of these things. Right component, okay, we don't see. Don't seem to want to import this somehow, whatever. Terrain, audio manager, maybe they'll get a bit of a, make some sounds. No, this just should apply the effects on the dwarf. So here we'll do weather effects data new AI components, transform components. Actually, I don't even need this. Weather effects data, boom, boom, and then whoops, let and this doesn't need to be right. Okay. Yet. The trait is here, and now if AI component dot let's say if this guy is a dwarf, do we know faction? What factions do we have? Player, enemies. Player is just dwarf player. We don't have a thing that tells us if it's a dwarf or not. Would be good if it had like a trait on someone which is allergic to water. That determines what you get. So let's do that. Let's put a comment here for future me. Would be good if this was determined by a trait. Okay. So if it's faction player, okay. Get a position, and we check if the terrain at that position has a certain property. Not get ground cell below. This is kind of silly, should always be there, but let's go with whoops. Cell has property. Cell under the sky. So if we're with one of these guys and we're in here, what else do we need? Weather. I think it's in weather data. Where? Let's see. Oh, it's actually just the weather. So what do we need to do? We need to check if it's raining. So actually, maybe we can check here. Rain. Would be good to distinguish here between rain and snow, but let's leave it at that. Return, no need to do anything here, right? Right, so here we can apply an effect. So let's see, I don't remember because I did the effects so long time ago. So they're a bit wonky. Maybe we can go to so we have these modifiers, and modifiers have an effect on application and if we should stack. Okay. Modifier update goes through modifier data, which is on AI components in the body part. We apply the modifiers. Okay, so if it's permanent, if it's turn-based, if it's instant, let's make it instant. And look at the modifiers. This is like that's energy. This applies on the body part health. What should we do here? Send an effect, which is is this water allergy effect? So, oh, this is a dangerous warm-up. Okay, I guess nothing warms us up. This is a total crash. Not okay. Okay, that's for the debug overlay. No need to do afterload anything. And I guess here we need to do something with it. Yep. Also, animal rest, is this like a different kind of rest? We will apply this on let's do health now. And I think we add the value, so it needs to be a negative thing. Okay, so if we're here, do you use any game engine or you've implemented everything yourself? Also, are you using ESS somewhere? Yes, ECS. Yes, so I've implemented kind of almost everything myself except a few libraries. I use WebGPU for rendering. I use goggles for the ECS library. So these are components, transform components. So goggles gives me this bare bones kind of ECS, join whatever. So you can see here I'm iterating through these guys. Everyone that has an AI component and a transform component. Okay, so it allows you to do these operations. And yeah, basically other than WebGPU RS, SDL, it's very bare bones, so I build my own engine. Let me show you. Let me comment this line. Show you how the games looks like. Whoopsie. I don't know what this is. This is the game. This is my pixel. I obviously pay an artist, but it's a mix of pixel art and 3D. These are GLTF meshes. And yeah, Fmod I use for music and audio, which is a fantastic library. But yeah, other than that, everything I built myself. kind of how the game looks like. You can find it on Steam. So because this is kind of like I'm building it as we go, but I thought it might be cool if people would join up. It's available on Steam as a playtest, so it's not even early access, but you can just join the playtest and help out or test, get feedback, whatever. So yeah, it uses eGUI for the UI. So yeah, you can dig, and now I'm adding kind of the enemies in quotation marks. So basically the adversaries, because now the game is a bit boring. You have this tiny world for now. I want to expand it, but this is what's today. You start with 3 dwarves. It's supposed to be more later, but yeah, you can dig, you can grab iron. Well, wait, I can't reach there. You have a bunch of crafting stations like a woodsmith, workbench, forge, blacksmith, sifting station, which is this kind of thing that splits iron into iron bars. Right, so now it rains, okay? So these guys should take some damage and hide here. If they're allergic to water, that is. Because I don't want all of them to be allergic to water, but it might be cool if some of the dwarves are allergic to water, so they can't drink water. And they need beer or something later on, which is technically not water or alcohol. And they also get damaged if they sit in the rain. So now I'm working on this type of stuff. I do have enemies and goblins as well. Goblins attack you. What else do we have here? I think cooking. Yeah, we can cook on this thing. Yeah. Right, so how should we do this? I'll only apply it on the torso. Let's get thank you. If you actually let me let you in. So yeah, if you join the playtest, I can let you in, or if you already are on the playtest, have fun and let me know if there's anything broken. Other than crashes, I do get crash reports if it wants to crash due to Another good news is I already set up my company and stuff, so I can buy a Steam Deck and a bunch of other things I've been meaning to. Yeah, because all of these expenses add up, and with the company at least get some money back for VAT and stuff. Because AI, everything is expensive now, and this game in particular doesn't work on a Steam Deck. I don't know why exactly. It might be the SDL version I have, it's quite old or something, but I need to debug it. Add modifier. new effect. Oops. Why is it? What's happening here? Whoops. Water allergy effect value. Instantly applied. Let me just remove this. I don't like them. Yeah, so let's apply these effects and then see if this works. Technically, this should reduce the health of all of... Oh, actually only the torso, because I apply only on the torso. So let's... new game. I need to advance the days because I have a guaranteed rain on the 4th day. It will start in 5 hours. Which I can't speed up because I didn't hook it up to my debug menu. Okay, so this guy should be busy digging in safety here. We give him a lot to dig. One hour. And look at this guy. Dying. Dead. Whereas this guy who's digging, because he's in shelter, not dead. Pretty cool. There's something suspicious. I feel like the health is decreasing a bit too fast. And I think the other guy also died. Look at it. Blood splattered everywhere. Okay. So this is nice, but let's not do it instant. I think the problem is... What's the problem actually? For a second. And this is integer, okay. Turn-based, turns 1, frequency. I don't remember what frequency means. X smaller than... Okay, so frequency means how many ticks do need to pass between applications. Okay. How do I say this should not stack? It's initialized by default as non-stacking, so if you already have this, you get 1 health damage every 10 turns. Okay. And so now you won't die as fast, right? Yeah, okay, 98. And if I inspect this guy, AI, water allergy. So he's slowly dying from water. We could make water allergy not kill them. But I don't have anything to recharge their health. Also, these other body parts' health kinda like not affected. So yeah, let's do that. Maybe leave them with 10. So water doesn't kill you, but leaves you very, very weak. And then we should apply this everywhere. Oh, this is not, doesn't have a mute version. God, I need to learn Vim a bit better. Let's do this. So for all the body parts, what does this return? It's a map of type and body part. Body part, type and the body part. In here, I don't care about this, but do body part and modifier, boom. If body part type is not beard and I think what's wrong here? Oh, yeah, if it's not beard, it's not hair, just get damaged. Okay. Okay. And behind the reference, what? Perfect. This means we have the damage part. We do need to move these guys out, right? So if they're idle, they shouldn't be in the rain. Is it in planning? Get idle destination, right? This is gonna be tricky. It's tricky because they don't die now, but if I want to make them die, it's kind of frustrating to see them just roam around the rain. So one good way to fix this is to now idle just looks at nearby positions. But I would like instead to, if it's raining, just grab a safe position. I would need the terrain to remember somewhere a list of entities that are first of all walkable, and then second of all don't see the sky, so don't have that map cell, don't have this property set. But every cell which and has ground and touches and has ground above is false. Okay. And where do we hold these? These should be held in maybe the terrain. So this means, okay. So these safe cells are cells which are okay. Or maybe chunks should hold it. Data. Yeah, because we have this function there as well. The rain. So these are that from our so these are here, and then in the beginning maybe none. So let's try this, and then oh, this is the other way around, and I think cell dot so if it's not, oh no, wait, sorry, here we always remove. But here we only insert if cell dot has ground above. Is false because yeah, I want these things to be walkable, right? Okay, So these are tracked here. Cells. Good. Okay, a note to self for later when we load. So if these are safe from precipitation. Oh, also, well, Fox, thank you for the follow. I missed the notification. Somehow I was supposed to be notified, but I wasn't. Alright, so we're having these here. Okay, so here, get idle destination, we give the terrain, nice. But we also want the weather. Terrain comes here from do current action. Am I ashamed at the length of this functions parameter? No. Rain. Here, where are we? Self-terrain. Self.weather. There you go. Why did I just do this? I did it because here if we find one that's sheltered, we return that. So if it's raining, technically also if I'm allergic to water, but to do, or actually it would look good if but if it's raining, we will find a random from a set. Choose. How do we choose? Oh no, it's only from an array. Okay, well, terrain chunks. Well, did I not this file is so wonky. Okay, chunks. Safe from precipitation. Slap a function here. It's a bit too OP-ish, but that's fine. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, let's do the ugly thing, which is dot iter collect. Let position equals what other if it can walk on. I guess when we do add it here, wait, where's the, what am I doing? I lost, it's safe to walk on. Oh, it's on terrain, dude. And walk on. Who wrote that code? So this guy, wait, okay. So, okay, we're gonna clean this up. I don't know why the terrain had that, but it's probably return cell can walk on. And this data is already here. And now sorry, don't need, we only can choose, so these are guaranteed to work. Are they? We remove them if they're not safe to walk on. If as true. So here we do set this guy. Maybe put something on it. It's not safe to walk on anymore. Okay, let's make a note. If we construct might not be to assert well, actually we can return none. Leave this here because this assumes everything works. Oh yeah, if we all have one to walk on, we assert it's walkable. Just to find discrepancies, but then we continue without a problem. And return it here. Ugly because this allocates, and also what don't you like? Oh, you had okay, fair, and then this doesn't need to be that. Oh wait. Okay. So we have one here that's safe and we return it. If we don't have anything, well, so let's do this now. Plenty these things be available by the time the rain starts. 4 days. I didn't check the other map cell. What was the occupied pathfinding cost? I think this should be fine. Oh, look at these guys. They're just like idling around here now. Just randomly walking around. No problem. They went to eat, they came back in the cave. It's good. They're a little bit patrolling around, so I don't like this, but this is good. So if we get the destination, far away. So how should we make this? If we get the destination, there's nothing. Its current position. Okay. I think here, yeah. So if well, first of all, if so if we have something that's safe, we roam around. If not, pick a random candidate. And this should remove the patrolling type of behavior. Oops, 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 oops. Let me advance to the 4th day. They're just like, you know, this is kind of idle, they don't go far away. Hours left. Started raining. Everyone comes to shelter. Still kinda randomly. Do they still get here? Why? Or maybe it's... LDB. So why would this guy... Well, actually... I think the check should be done here. Maybe it had to do something with the ground below. But once they're in the cave, they shouldn't move around. Like patrol like that. They should kind of be a bit more random. Go back and forth and whatnot. Okay, let's try again. I like the they seem a bit smarter if they seek shelter. I do like that approach, that behavior. Look at them. Idling, so you see this is idle behavior, they just like roam around, they don't care. Okay. 3 hours until rain. Oh, because it might be one of these guys. If this contains return this, else if safe from rain contains current position, this is also acceptable. Okay, because this is the thing, it's like plus -1 plus 0 and 1, so because it's just one long thing. For days. Okay, rain is coming. But honestly, I think it's such a good addition. This rain, it's kind of like gives a bit of sense of, oh no, hide boys. And I need to make it a bit more maybe now that they hide, it could be a bit more menacing. Can tweak that a little bit. Okay, get in. Oh, the cat came in. I didn't even notice that the cat also hides. You're okay, dude. When you're a cat, of course you don't like rain. Oh yeah, and now the idle looks a bit nicer, you know, it moves a bit. They don't patrol, you know, they just kind of sit around. I can't believe the cat is here in the cave. You can't see the guy from... yeah, I can hear you, dude, but I can't see you because you're behind some of these things. I need to make the cat also glow in the dark. Oh, look at this Nugget. Mr. Nugget is here. Also cat anatomy needs to be a bit better. But he's around, idling. Maybe I can make him Yeah, a bit more visible. But I like now that now I understand. Oh, someone said I should have a key. Oh, I saw Mr. Nugget here. Here you are. Maybe. Maybe Mr. Nugget. So first of all, he doesn't glow. A bit. You can lose him here. You can barely see him. Okay, so let's give Mr. Nugget some light. Recipe table. Dwarf. Light emitter. Oh. Mr. Nugget. Here's the light emitter for you as well, and transform. I think this puts him in front of the things. It's so cute. Of course, cats hate the rain. Okay, 4 days. Yeah, now you can see him. He has a bit of a glow. Maybe a bit too much of a glow, but it will help during the caves. And I wanna make it so you don't see what's here. You only see these guys, and this is black. Actually, we can make it now by going to simple fragment. Okay, random functions. More random functions, PBR color, okay. So, attenuation. Albedo, okay. This is it. Oh, okay. What's happening here? What? So this is ambient plus LO. I put it to 0, it's still not dark enough. What's LO? KD, albedo, pi over specular. I did. I want this to be 0. Okay, maybe that's not where. Yep. Now it's 0. So it's a bit like you don't know what's going on in here. You know, maybe there's precious metals, maybe there's... Okay, look at the cat. Run, boys! Everyone is going in. Now you can't really see. Okay, these guys got hungry. They're eating, they're coming back in. This is so cool. It gives this kind of sense of... I don't know, I like it. It's such a simple thing, but... This is a bug. What's the... Whoopsie daisy. Renderable cache, okay. There's no layer on this one. So technically the cat should always be on top. This looks like normal idle behavior to me. And this guy, look at him. What a champion. This idle around here. Okay, this is good. We're making progress. We have still a few things. So if we construct a thing on top of a cell, it may not be safe to walk on it anymore. So that's on whoops, formatting HLSL is L. Notify in modified. So here we modify the terrain, and the terrain change, we update this thing. And this means, well, actually, this takes care of the problem. Because we update the seas sky, and in here we remove it if we remove it here if we see the sky. Wait, what? It's not under sky anymore. But we still do the check, and if this turns out to be false, yeah, actually no, this works now. Let's check, because this code takes care of that. So this was false. 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Needed. Lump of dirt. We need to clean this. This is a leak. Transform. Doesn't see the sky. This is one of them. Oh, but I don't know if it's in that array. Because I don't mark it in the cell. So we need better debugging for this. But no, this should be fine because I look at the cell and at the cell under. And if it's not under sky anymore, if we can walk on, we insert, else remove it. Right, because something happened, right? So this is done. This is for later, and now should recompute this thing when we load. Right, so this is going on here. For each terrain cell, for each terrain cell that we load, we update that, right? So let's see if this works. Maybe this was it actually. Most of this should do no work at all. So let's load this guy. So this guy here, transform component. Or cell under sky. Cool. And this was never saved because it didn't exist. But even better, I want to see that this area is safe, so let's dig it out. it all. Let's have a cozy room here. I like this discovery because you don't know what's. I'm gonna leave it in. Somehow on Steam I've left it with the debug stuff so I could look around, but I left the mystery. So that's staying. Clean these guys. So this area is clearly safe. One day. Okay, let me save this thing, which is stone, brick, and a cave. Alright, now we know 4th day, this should rain, yep. Let me make sure these guys don't die of hunger. Forage these things. Get some wood. In here. Okay. Oh no. No food here. Oh, and it's raining. Go inside. Oh, they're still doing the cat is inside. Got this dude cozy near the fire. This is so cool. Ah, this is lovely. I love this. Guys snoring here. Got a bit of damage. Some food damage as well. Look at him sleeping near the fire. I don't hear the snoring though. Okay. Save. No snoring. Main menu. Load. So what should we observe? We should observe the same behavior when it starts raining. The fourth day, these guys need to go inside. I want to record this. Oh no, this guy fell asleep in the rain. No. Well, he wasn't asleep. Also dying of hunger. Bad. The cat came in. Nice, okay. They shouldn't sit in the fire. Okay, what's the fireplace? I think I know why that is. It's because can walk on. I put this like this, but fire. Yeah, so avoid things that are post 8. Maybe actually make it 10, because you really don't want to sit on a campfire. Okay. Let's load on Steam. I think this is good. I like the behavior. We just need to check that after the rain finishes, all is good. Oops. Let's load the one. Yeah, snoring, I think I broke it. Oh, they're snoring now. But they're not snoring anymore. And this is because where do we do unique event instance here? We don't go here because Why? Ooh, paint. Is it because at this position we already have this event instance? Sorry guys, learning Vim. Print. So if whoops event dot get playback is some and no wait, how do we, well hopefully, actually never mind, hopefully playback state is in whatever is printed here, although don't think it is actually because it's an ID. So let me do this. Let instance is get so this should be instance in I wanna check the playback state here. No snoring. Okay. It's playing. An invalid object was used, bro. Somehow it does return something. But it keeps returning. Oh, because only on stopping. I guess this should be an error. Okay, so it wasn't stopped, it just finished playing, so this is an if. We moved this guy here. Wait, what am I doing? Matches. I don't care what it matches. We do don't think this is needed, but whatever. Because if it's stopped or stopping, then whatever. Just remove it. So this code here is a bit unnecessary. A bit, by a bit I mean a lot unnecessary. So let's see if they keep snoring. This is playing. What's this? So all of these it's because I don't know how Boolean logic works. How could this actually match both of these? My god. And you think I know how to write code, but event.stop, completely unnecessary call, I think. Oops. Yeah, because this disappeared because it's kind of fire and forget from the perspective of F mode. And then it gets removed here. And then it's triggered here again. Don't do it on stopping. Only on stopped and error, so you do allow the fade out to happen. Okay, this is kind of what I'm thinking, and this is just, well, actually I don't even know, maybe it does fade out. Let's see, new game load, ignoring. Yeah, it triggered the error and now it's playing again. sitting in the fire like an idiot. Okay, so this didn't work. No worker locations, so why? Okay, so this snoring thing happens fine. I would like it to not... So the thing is, when we load the game and they're all snoring, they kind of snore all at the same time. Something to think about. When loading a game, all sleeping creatures snore in tandem as mod events get triggered all at the same time. So this should be like an easy fix with some random seed. What's worse though, here can walk on as ground above should be saved. This isn't saved. But somehow what? Pathfinding cost is too high? Why don't they go there? First of all, yeah, something suspicious here. And it's only on load, right? So here, a pile. Touch is there, true. Is built occupied by cost 0. What was the problem? Is it because it's raining? And we didn't recreate them properly or what? Yeah, this guy went here. Like why? Also, this says no worker location. Something is suspicious here. Can I be stupider than... And this is the condition for false. My goodness. What a clown. It's another sleeping. Yeah, now they're idling. Somehow still walking through the fire. Oh, it maybe is because well, by cost 10. They're kind of not avoiding the fire. What are you doing? Avoid it. Avoid the fire. Why? Why would you go on it? Mysterious. They're supposed to avoid it, but apparently no. This snoring thing. Maybe we can delay them with some random. We do trigger here. I wonder if start has a delay parameter. Probably not. Okay, whatever. So that's problem for another day. I need to add some randomness. Why would dwarves walk on fire though? This is gonna be a pain to debug actually. What's this? 27, 26, 41. Explain to me why you're in the fire. is idle. How did we get here? Destination 27, 26, 41. Oh. Is it because can walk on for that guy wasn't updated because the you know why? So this is a cost occupied by item, but at the moment we go here, that path. The moment this is set to something, here we might want to remove this guy from such safety, so from is safe to walk, from can walk on. So here we could do the check again. Here it needs, is it in planning? Oh, so we do have this debug assert. I was expecting these values don't agree with each other. But this actually... Oh yeah, they don't agree because here, the place. How should we do this? Here is the place that returns, and it doesn't have this assert. So if you look at this thing now, it will assert here. Because this destination is in the safe from rain set, but the cost has changed for it. Normally you want to choose these guys, but only if they're safe to walk on. Yep, and yes, are triggered because this guy would just walk in the fire right now. Okay, let's say this is a fine. And what? If it's safe to walk on and it's safe from the rain, do that. But here we have a bunch of candidates. And we need to pick a random one that's safe to be on. And we remove a copy. So if to walk on, um, 0. Generate. Okay. How do you do this sampling thing? Is it if it's smaller than um, what's the correct condition here? Is this it? Let me think. Or does this need to be 0 here? What? Uh, Correct. Let me Google this thing. Using a simple random sum without replacement of k items from a population of a known size n in a single pass over the items. Yep. A reservoir, fill the reservoir. Create shuffle. Okay, more complicated than this is. Okay. One wanted to draw k random cards. Okay, random. Shuffle the deck. Take top k. In that case, okay, I want only one. Okay, so k one. I think this is not correct. Randomly select an element from a vector satisfying a condition. Dot temporary. How to choose an element randomly from a vector. Random vector. Man. It can't be that the only place where this plane is facing. Okay. Random select.
Recently, I posted an interview with Marc LeBlanc where we talk about the early history of entity component systems and the pioneering work that was done at Looking Glass.
Current winner. And you just return your current winner. And obviously, if there's exactly one, then okay, the one-sided die is going to.
Count is 0. It's valid. Count plus plus. Random share.
Come up 1, right? So if it comes up 1, then this is your current winner. It replaces your current winner. And you just return your current winner. And obviously, if there's exactly 1, then the one-sided die is going to come up 1, right?
Oh wait, this doesn't... I thought this would stop. Before going through the whole array. Never mind. Just generate a random number if chance smaller max chance. I thought you could stop this iteration and pick a number before you get to the end of this set. 'Cause like maybe you can't? We don't know the n. Okay, so what we're doing here, we're doing I remember this, we're basically sorting by a random number. So it's way more intuitive than the equals to 0 bit. So this is fine, but the thing is, I don't like that I have to go through all of these. Now replace okay items unknown size n. Maybe reservoir sampling is the thing. Let's watch these guys here. They should never go over the fire anymore. flashbanged. Okay, I don't know how to. Okay, this is unreadable. Sorry, flashbanged again. Suppose we see a sequence of items one at a time. We want to keep 10 items in memory. I want them to be selected randomly from the sequence. And can access the items arbitrarily. Then the solution is easy. Simple. But slow. Okay, great. Okay, I'll check this. They don't go over the fire anymore because we separated the safe to walk on from safe from rain, which is technically safe from rain, but yeah. Would be good if this fire would be extinguished if it rains on it. But anyway, we have damaged from the rain. So this is nice. I like it. Alright, I need to go to sleep, but see you guys next time, and probably next week you'll have this update, or probably sooner. Have a good day.